YouTube, what is good? Welcome back to another video. Man, shout out to y'all, my subscribers, people hitting the like button, people leaving comments, people that are watching this video right now with post noties. Like, if you clicked on this video from a post noti, you're a GOAT. You're a real one. Like, I appreciate you a lot, for real. You really don't even understand. But I appreciate all of you, anyone that's tuned into my content. It means a lot to me. Just makes me want to keep uploading. And with that being said, if you're new, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and turn on post noties. You don't want to miss an upload. We got a lot of content coming out. We're getting later into this 2K cycle, so we're going to keep going with the content and be full-fledged into 2K26. I can't wait. But we are back today with a protuned build. Haven't done a protuned build in a while. They came out with some really good ones, so I'm excited about this. Let's go ahead and hop right into it. Today we got position, center, best skill, outside scoring, archetype, the alien. The build is inspired by Victor Wembanyama. Y'all already know they call him the alien. The dude can do everything, and he's 7 feet tall. Like, it's ridiculous. Description: we have a skilled offensive big with a versatile scoring arsenal, knockdown mid-range shooter, facts, polished in the post, could be true, a threat from 3, that is definitely facts, and then elite shot blocker, and that's 1000% facts. Wemby is one of the premier shot blockers in the league and has been since he got here. Stature, we got height 7'1", weight 232 pounds, wingspan 7'1", also. It's a big build, wonderful center. Let's go ahead and get into these attributes. Up first, we got close shot at 92. I like this a lot. Wemby does play under the basket. He really plays all over, but he can play under the basket at a high level, so I'm okay with that. Driving layup, we get a 70. Now, hear me out. I'm not telling you guys to make this build, but you could take this build and tweak it. But if you like the build name, you can't change it at all. Hear me out. The way the builder is on this game, there's just certain stuff you cannot have on certain builds. If you're trying to make a player build especially, it's just certain stuff you got to give up. And with them being 7'1" on this game, driving layup is a 70. You had to give it up, bro. Like, it's sad, but you just got to give up something. Driving dunk, you get a 65. Another thing you got to sacrifice if you want this build to be very, very good. I don't agree with either of those just because Wemby can legit do it all. So I'm not too happy about either of those. But you get an 81 standing dunk, so you can finish under the basket. You're still a center. Post control, you get an 84. So I'm really happy about that stuff. As far as being a center, playing under the basket, back to the basket, you can definitely do that with this build. Now on to the shooting. You're gonna get a 93 mid-range shot. That's gonna get you set shot specialist on Hall of Fame. It's gonna get you dead eye on gold, post fade phenom on Hall of Fame. The build gonna be able to shoot. And to follow up with that, you're gonna get 84 3-pointer, which is gonna give you limitless range. You can't be mad at that, bro. You can shoot every shot on this game with a 93 mid-range and 84 3-pointer. You're gonna have no problem knocking down threes, shooting fading middies, shooting standstill threes, moving threes, all types of stuff. You're gonna be able to shoot them. Free throw, you get a 76. I'm fine with that. If I could go lower, I probably would. But Wemby is a decent free throw shooter, so I'm cool with the 76. You take this build into the rec, you got the 76. Now on to the playmaking. Pass accuracy, you get an 80. I do kind of like that because Wemby does playmake on his team, and he is a good playmaker. He's not super great. This could probably be a little bit lower, but 80 I do like. Ball handle, you get a 70. Now, this is where the builder just disappoints me a little bit, especially if you're trying to make a Wemby build, because Wemby needs a higher ball handle than a 70, if we're being honest, bro. The dude handles the ball, not necessarily like a guard, but like a bigger guard, like a forward who can handle the ball, bro, and he's 7 feet tall. Speed with ball, you get a 45. So pretty slow. Wemby's not that slow though. So I don't really agree with those, but I understand it for the sake of trying to make this build as close to Wemby as possible. But on top of that, with this being a protuned build, you will get every single Victor Wembanyama animation. So yeah, your attributes are low, but you're still going to be able to handle the ball like Wemby on this game. On to the defense. You're gonna get an 80 interior defense. I don't think that's bad at all. I think that's a little low for a center, but it's still really good because you got 7'1" wingspan and you're 7 feet tall. Perimeter defense, you get a 62. I'm fine with that. Wemby's not a great perimeter defender. Steal, you get a 38. Once again, he's just not stealing the ball that much. Block, you get a 93. This I'm very happy about because Wemby is a premier shot blocker, probably top 2 top 3 shot blockers in the league. And I like the 93 block to go with the 80 interior defense because you will be able to get stops down low for sure with those 2 attributes. That's all for the defense. On to the rebounding. You're going to get 80 offensive rebound and 85 defensive rebound. I'm cool with that. You're going to be able to grab boards for sure. It's not going to be a problem. But once again, Wemby's an alien. Like the archetype name says, he's an alien, bro. Like all his stats in the major categories, I feel like need to be higher. And he should probably have gold rebound chaser. If I'm being honest, you should have gold rebound chaser on this build. So I'm cool with the 85 though. You still get box out beast gold. You're still going to get rebound chaser silver. You're going to be able to grab boards with no problem. That's not going to be an issue. On to the physicals. You're going to get 68 speed. It's a little slow, but you're 7-1 on this game, so I understand it. 55 agility. I'm cool with that. He's not super agile. Strength, you get an 83. Now this 83 is good for a center, especially Wemby type of center, but I do feel like this is a little bit, it could be an 80. I think 80 would be fine, but I like the 83. You get some good badges to go with it. Vertical, you get a 70. That's fine for 7-1. Wemby's not jumping out the gym or nothing, so I do like the 70 vertical. The attributes on this build, they're not bad at all. It's just trying to make Wemby is so hard because he's so good at literally everything, bro. He really is. But let's go ahead and hop into the badges. And on this build, you don't get any legend badges, sadly, but you do get Hall of Fame badges. You're going to get Float Game Hall of Fame, which is fire. Post-Fade Phenom Hall of Fame, which is also fire. And Set Shot Specialist on Hall of Fame, which is also fire. 3 really good badges, scoring badges especially, that you get on Hall of Fame. Going to make this build very, very good. On gold, you're going to get Box Out Beast, Deadeye, Hook Specialist, Paint Patroller, and Paint Prodigy. All scoring badges, and then you get a rebound badge thrown in there, and defense. You get everything thrown in this gold area, which is really good, because for you to be a center, these gold badges, you're going to want every single one of these on your build, especially Deadeye. Deadeye on a 7-1, bro, especially at gold, is crazy. Going to make the build a crazy shooter. Box Out Beast gold, self-explanatory. And then you get Paint Prodigy, Hook Specialist, and Paint Patroller. You're going to be able to get stops in the paint with no problem, so I'm happy about that. Silver, you're going to get Aerial Wizard, Break Starter, Brick Wall, Dimer, Off Ball Pest, Pogo Stick, Post Powerhouse, Post Up Poet, Rebound Chaser, and Rise Up. You get a lot of silver badges. I'm happy about that. You guys know how I feel about the badges. The more badges you have on a build, I feel like the more versatile your build can be and the more useful your build can be. And it's not to say having less badges is bad and having more badges is just really good, but that kind of is what it is. Like having more badges is just going to make your build a bit better. It may not be a drastic difference, but you're going to be able to notice when you have a badge and when you don't. And lastly, on bronze, you're going to get High Flying Denier, Immovable Enforcer, Limitless Range, Physical Finisher, Post Lockdown, Unpluckable, and Versatile Visionary. I'm really happy with those badges, especially Limitless Range on a 7-1. You're going to be able to knock it down. If I was going to take my tier 1 max +1, I honestly would either put it on Rebound Chaser or Limitless Range just to make the build a better shooter or an even better rebounder. Having silver Limitless Range on a 7-1 though, that'd be crazy. With the 93-3 Hall of Fame Set Shot Specialist, you're gonna be knocking them down from far. Like I promise you would be knocking them down from far. But that is all the badges. I'm really happy with that and the badges that they give you. And just the attributes in general is going to make this build very, very Wemby-like and very, very good to be able to use in multiple game modes. Let's hit continue and see what other shades we get. You're going to get shades of Wemby, Miles Turner, Chris Bosh, low-key, all like their predecessors to Wembanyama. Just Wembanyama is a way better ball handler. And your archetype is the alien. I think the build is fire. The build's not bad at all. I just hate that it's so hard to make Wemby because he literally is the alien. With that being said, grading this build from A to F, it being Wembanyama, I'm gonna go with the B+. The reason I'm going with the B+ is just because, like I said, the builder's too limited for you to make Wemby, and there's a lot of things in areas where I feel like you could change him just a little bit just to give him better attributes in the other areas that they had to sacrifice from. And you guys let me know how you feel about this build. Is it fire? Is it trash? If you think it's trash, let me know why. And if you were going to tweak it, what would you change if you don't care about the build name? Just let me know in the comment section. Don't just call the build trash because I'm gonna ignore you, honestly. I'm just not going to reply to you. Now, lastly, This build being graded from A to F on being able to use it in multiple game modes, A+. It's the perfect center. You can finish, you can rebound, you can shoot the lights out, you can kind of handle the ball, and you can pass the ball, and you're a wonderful rim protector. You're the perfect center. You can take it to the ones court, you can play in the ones with no problem against other bigs. You can take it to the twos, you're the perfect center teammate, you can space the floor, your teammate can ISO, you can set screens, you can do it all. You can take it to the threes, and it's the same thing. You could run a really big lineup with this build if you wanted to. This build playing at the 2, you'll be perfectly fine. And of course you could take this build to the 5s, you're the perfect 5, you can rebound, you can break start, you can do everything on this build that you need to be able to do to be the perfect teammate. So I do like this build a lot. Once again, you guys let me know in the comment section how you feel about this build. And if you made it this far into the video, I appreciate you a lot. You're a real one. If you haven't already, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and turn on post notifications. Like I said, we got a lot of content coming out, so you don't want to miss out. I promise you, you don't want to miss out. We're going to be uploading a bunch of stuff, and we're going to be hitting all cylinders going to 2K26. But that's all I got for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.